The part, I think it's 4 of KaiserOst, the series I made where Germany goes east then west. And they won. And they have expanded their alliance. And while the civil war in China is raging on, let's see what continues to happen in this episode. Well, with the extremer group in, central China, starting to advance, trying to get closer and closer to, Beijing. With it looking like there's probably not going to be... Wait, was it called Beijing then? Wait a minute. Was it called Beijing? It was called... Let's say it was. I don't think it was. But, if it wasn't, please tell me. And, the government there starts having problems. But they start to have to deal with some Manchukuo separatists. With the Manchukuo separatists rising up, but quickly after, in Japan, they decide to intervene in the Civil War. They don't want Manchukuo to become independent, as it may tell some of their areas to leave. And let's say it doesn't. But Japan is ready for war. Japan don't care. They are ready to start the war, the Manchukuo War. As they start moving in from the south, quickly they meet up with the separatists areas, and they quickly invade that area. With this being called the Manchukuo Annexation War, with them also going into the Shandong Peninsula to help secure their victory at the end. And they start to cut off a big chunk of Manchuria, and then another big chunk. Eventually, these two areas surrender. And the rest of China surrenders. And let's see how it goes. Well, they surrender to them. But only them. The other two don't recognize it officially. Let's see how it goes. With them managing to take out Manchuria. And they put in a pro-Japanese government. An extremely pro-Japanese government. Super pro. So realistically, it's just a puppet. And let's see how the Civil War continues to evolve. With the communists moving in, taking the capital. I think it was here at this time. I know it has moved. And the northern areas down to, let's say, about here, quickly fall under communist, while the rest quickly fall to them. And a ceasefire signed for now, wanting a war to take the rest of China. People in the north don't really like the North government. The North, trying to get support from the people, decides to launch an invasion of the South. Which, seriously, you're going to see this one. So basically, what do? Well, they thought it was a good idea to invade down and cross the river. And where's their invasion really start? Over here. The North starts to claim victories and stuff. But the minute they do, they start falling back. And now they start sending people wave after wave to try and achieve something. But their achievement is literally nothing. And they move into this area and shock the communists. And they decide to reform an empire. With people actually proud with this area completely switches sides. And what was claiming itself to be what everyone supports, surrenders. And says, it was unfortunate. But all good things must end. With everywhere drifting away from Britain, South Africa decides it's better to leave the empire than stay a part of this broken empire. With it literally at this point just being Britain, it has done good here. Over here, they're here still. Here in Gambia. They're also still here. Over here. And well, you get the picture. They're all starting to fall apart. Probably going to fall apart. South Africa moving away from Britain because, well, has no choice. With them giving a vote to Egypt, because Egypt demands a vote or whatever, saying that either give them independence or give them a choice. So Britain decides a choice as they're threatening armed attacks. So let's see how it goes. They also give this area, let's call it Levant, the choice. But if they do leave, they still keep the Suez. So let's see how it goes. Well, the vote comes 58% in favor of independence for Egypt and 62% in favor for them. With this one having, I think, 30% against, 30% against, and the rest have not decided. Let's see how. And Britain agrees to give them independence, even though technically they've been a dominion for a few years. They go even more, like basically away from Britain completely. And while these two decide they can be self-sufficient by themselves, and while in the southern area of the Middle East, they declare their will for independence. And the British basically divide it right here. Like literally, they just leave two massive states. With India still becoming loyal, but less and less as time goes on. And while the same is probably going to happen to France, but not yet, because France hasn't radicalized yet. And while, as you can see, they're down to a few more. But the rest, because they're either dependent or need British control for their good. And well, that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Why should you subscribe and comment? Because that's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. Bye, guys.